What I have done so far is that I attached the tank to the wall. Basically just have 4 screws, 2 to the bottom and 2 to the top. And for the vent, you can use a type B vent pipe like this one. But for me, since that pipe actually fits on the vent, I'll just use it to save some money. Next is I'm gonna put the hot side valve on this one. So this thing already have an O-ring, so I don't think I really need a sealant here, but I'm just gonna put a little. But I don't want to put too much that it's going to contaminate the O-ring. And let me just tighten it a little. And I'll just repeat it on the other side. And then I'm gonna be using this adapter. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, so for our next step, we're going to be making a cut right here. And for this one, I'm going to be using this pipe cutter tool right here. So this is nice if you have like tight spaces like this one right here. I will be able to go back and forth on this and make a clear cut on this pipe. To use this, all you need to do is position this blade to where you want to do the cut. So for me, I'm just going to do it right here. So gonna go right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this thing. So I'm just gonna go do it this way maybe about 2-3 times, and then after that I'm gonna have to tighten it up a little, and every time I tighten it, it's going to make a deeper groove into the pipe, and eventually this thing is going to be able to cut it. Right now for me, this thing is gonna take a little longer because I'm just going back and forth, but if you are able to actually go all the way around, this thing should take about half a minute only. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do another tightening right here. There you go. Okay, so next is I'm just gonna do some dry fitting to measure all the connections that I need to be able to connect this thing all the way here, because I can't do it straight as this is not the same, okay, and I cannot do a 45-degree angle, so I'm gonna have to use a 90-degree angle. Okay, so I just did a dry fit, so basically it's gonna look like this. Okay, so our next step is gonna be to install this gas line. So for the gas line, you want to make sure that you have the correct size for your unit. This particular unit is rated at 102,000 BTU. This gas line right here can handle up to 164,000 BTU at 18 inches. So you want to make sure that you get the right size for your unit so that you don't get any issue with your heating appliance. Okay, so when you get your hose, you're going to see that you have like 2 parts, and one part is basically this flare end, and this end here is required for you to be able to do a proper seal with your unit. So before this end, you want to use your Teflon tape or sealant to make sure that you don't have any leak, but you don't want to have any sealants or tape on this end where you connect your gas line. Okay, so the other side also have it. Okay, so for me, I'm going to be using this one on here. And this one here, I don't really need this because I already have one installed on this side right here. Okay, so to install this, I'm going to be using this Teflon tape that is designed for natural gas use. That is going to be the yellow color. And basically, you want to put it here and turn it clockwise. So I'm just going to go ahead and do about 5 turns right here. And since I have a sealant, I'm going to be using my sealant here too, just to make sure that I will cover all the grooves when I put my connection. Okay, so if you don't have a sealant, you don't need to worry about it. Maybe just put more Teflon tape to make sure. So I'm gonna put in my connector right here, and I just want to make sure that this thing is tightened properly. Okay, I guess that's tight enough. And then I'm gonna put the bottom one first. So right here, you don't need to put any tape or any sealant here because the flare end is what's going to seal your hose into the connector right here. Okay, let me go ahead and just tighten it by hand for now. Okay, so now this upper end here, I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten this as well. Just gonna do it by hand for now. And make sure you pull the yellow hose down as you tighten it. Okay, so now we're gonna use our wrench to do a full seal, okay? And that's all you need. So now I'm gonna turn the gas on, and we're gonna use our soapy water to check for any leaks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray right here. You want to make sure that there's no bubble coming out of here. Okay, so right now we look good. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and check this connection up here. So I don't see any bubbles forming. So I would say we are good to go. Okay, so our final step now is to turn on our water heater. So let me go ahead and plug it in. And let me just go tie this cable right here so it's not hanging everywhere. Okay, so now let's go ahead and turn it on. 120 degree Fahrenheit. We'll start with that, and then I'm gonna turn on my cold water and my hot water. And let me just go ahead and open this to test the system, okay? So now we can hear the appliance working. I can hear it burning right now. And by the way, this thing has a lock feature that as long as someone's using the water, no one can change the temperature on this. So you cannot make it go up. I think you can make it go down, but you won't be able to make it go up over 118 degrees, which is a safe level. Okay, so let me see. See that? It won't go up anymore. And now that I turned the water off, I should now be able to increase this to as high as I want. So this thing can go up to 149 degrees, but you don't really want it this high. This is a danger zone. So the highest you want to go is about 120 or 125. That's going to be the max. You don't want to go anything higher than that. Just want to go back to this connection right here where we use the just for copper glue. You can see it's clean install. There's no leak even on the hot water right here. And according to the instruction for that just for copper, this thing should be able to handle up to 500 degree Fahrenheit. I hope that you found this video helpful to you.